days, but it was keep the faith.
Yeah.
And we went to the markets. And I guess, you know, scheduling being what it was, and our touring schedule didn't allow for it. But when I come back, I think ticket sales are good. So,
come back again.
sounds okay to me.
Thank you.
Hi John, how are you? Fine from Melbourne. I just wanted to say I'm celebrating my 40th birthday.
I was wondering.
I just wanted to ask, what I really wanted to know is when you're actually singing the song, for example, Roses, I want to know what kind of zone you need to get yourself into to be able to perform the song. Because it seems that when you're singing that song, let's just say, you're in a different world, you're in a particular zone. So do you find that you have to go back to the time when you actually wrote it to be able to
fall back into it? You can fall back into it. There was a Four Seasons Hotel in Los Angeles, and that there is true. There's a piano here and that bottom of the pocket pounding. There was, yeah, sometimes you go right back to that place in time, and I can tell you the lyrics specifically as well. But you know, also is the relation of the lyric to the band. The people feel that song is theirs and that story is theirs. And that's the beauty of a great song, is that those lyrics become not mine and not yours, but everybody's. You know, these aren't just moons and spoon, because they go, no, that's me, that's me. So that's one of them. Thank you.
Hello, John. I absolutely love this. That feels right. It's my life actually. You just stopped me dead. It was so beautiful from the beginning. And I just wondered if you had a particular favourite song.
I love that record. That was a great time. You guys hated it.
No.
It took me 4 years to get everyone's boots out of my rear end. They all know. You know, like the kid ones, you know, I learned it. I like that record too. We did it for fun. You know, one thing led to another, and Richie and I were goofing off. And, Pat Leonard, who great producer, we did that for 3 weeks, and I loved it. He loved it. And what they said was, you're messing with our memories. I'm like, oh man, I guess it makes sense. I like it. I sold about 4 copies.
No.
Hi.
It's a collector's item. Okay.
Jovi. And then the movie we making out with his wife. What song does he put on?
That's pretty funny though. Imagine me coming in like the bathroom of sexual healing. Rose petals. We're together for 32 years. You're just happy there's no kids in the bedroom.
That's awesome.
Wow.
But I have a question right now. That young lady over here, I love this website. Those albums are awesome. And I was wondering if you guys ever thought about doing a USO tour in that aspect.
I tell you, nobody's ever asked us. How about that?
Well,
America's band. Nobody's ever asked us.
we'll ask for you.
Okay.
Hi John, I'm Tammy from Montreal. Thank you so much for coming by shows.
Yeah, I like the most good.
And as a Leonard Cohen fan, I'm a fan
You know,
Yeah.
I have a question of the creative process. I've seen you interviewed and you say you start with the title first and then things come from that. Is there a song that stands out at all that completely broke apart the norm of how you write? That stands out, that just sort of showed up?
You know, Hallelujah, the Golden song that we sing. I feel so satisfied to hear that it took me 5 years to write that song. Because it's so good that it just kills me. It makes me never want to write a song again. Yeah, me too. It's a whole different thing. But as he said about our version, my version, is that I understood the irony of the lyric. A lot of times I hear kids do that song. And again, I don't want to just give names, but they didn't understand how sexual that song is. That's what that song is. Leonard Cohen looks like that and sounds like that, but he had a lot of women. And that's why. Those lyrics, you know, like girls are just. Now, getting back to the question about our things, I don't know. I mean, Wanted fell in our laps. We wrote it in 2 hours. Living on a Prayer was written all that day. You know, pop songs like Bad Medicine took rewrites. It's My Life we wrote, you know, in the moment. One to Follow, quick. It seems that the ones that we toil over weren't as good sometimes, you know, or it didn't work out as well sometimes. You know, that we tried to get too smart. But a lot of the good ones come away.
Hi, John. I'm Maria from New Jersey. You can live anywhere in the world, some exotic island, but you continue to live in New Jersey, New York area, tri-state area for all these years. What's kept you connected to the tri-state area?
That's where I'm from, personally. That's where I'm born and raised. I spend most of my time in Manhattan. But of course, our residence is still the Jersey house. And Bruce said to me, Johnny, you can't move from New Jersey. He's like, well, you gotta watch me. Because, you know, I know what he meant by that, is that this is who you are. I don't like Hollywood, California. I don't like anything about it. I don't like the people. I don't like the architecture. I don't like the traffic jams. I think it's the most shallow pool in the universe full of a lot of the body. Thank you. I don't mind going there to work, but I wish my chief would take the hell out of me. But I'm from Jersey. That's it. You know, I'm just a Jersey science experiment. I like it. That's home for me.
Hi John, I'm Sandy from London. My question is, I was watching a program on the television a while back, and there were people from the 60s and 70s talking about how they couldn't write songs like they wrote then, but they want to be more appropriate to where they're at in their lives. So I wondered if you took that time machine of yours, say 15, 20 years into the future, how you would visualize yourself as a musician then.
I don't know that I clearly understand your question. If what you're asking me is if in 15 years from now, do I feel that writing what we write would be appropriate or fitting in the time? What are you asking?
Imagine if you're just to sort of just allow your imagination to just go into
To say where it's going?
yeah, just like a fantasy.
Right there actually in the last week, being in London, surrounded by music. Glastonbury's on TV on a couple different channels. You got the Hard Rock Calling Festival. You're out there. I look around at some artists that I think either chose not to push themselves forward or time passed them and they didn't want to try to keep up with what was happening. Every generation has somebody that they're bitching on about. You know, that threat of the next thing. And yet, through it all, the good ones will emerge. And case in point, this week, there's a lot of people slagging YouTube. I happen to adore them. I've always adored them. I like them as people. I love their music. And Bono and I were texting back and forth from Glastonbury, and I was in Manchester. And I still let the bastards get me down. You just go out there and be great. In a world that, you know, they saw this generation, there was guys from the 60s that were slagging them in the 80s, and now the new kids are saying they're old and washed up. And I thought to myself, oh, first of all, I'm glad I'm not the only one that's getting kicked around. But, you know, you stay true to what it is that you do and do it well, and then you'll find an audience and it'll resonate. So, as long as it's genuine and pure, it lives forever. And I think every artist is insecure about what he's going to do in the future, what he's going to say, if he's going to want to keep up that fight. Because it's not easy. But should you choose it, or it chooses you,